Well, hey gang, Daryl Davis coming here to talk about designing a life worth smiling about. So I want to talk to you about creating a habit of positive thinking. Now, I had somebody not too long ago, they asked me, Daryl, how do you deal with, like, when I have these things happen in my life, I have a tendency of always thinking negative. Well, I thought that some of us could use this help because whether it's in your personal life, there might be an area that you think negative about, whether it's finances, your business, your health, your relationships, or maybe all of the above. Some of you just see a mess. Let me share something. Hopefully it'll help you. Our brains is really where our thoughts and our feelings and how we react to things. It happens up here. Now, our brain is nothing but a bunch of chemicals, and there's these neurons and these pathways, and they connect. You see, one nerve connects to another nerve. There's a space, and there's chemicals that help communicate. So there's these pathways on how our brains are trained to think about certain things: money, success, relationships. And so what we've done is we've trained. If this is a pathway here, and if let's say this pathway is negative, what we need to do is create a habit and think and create a new pathway, you see, to this. So when something happens, instead of us jumping to this, we need to change it to this. Just kind of like, you know how there's cement pathways, and when people cut across the grass, if there's grass, what happens? They do that enough. They kill the grass, they create dirt. In a sense, they created a new pathway. Well, this is what we have to do with our thinking. We got to, when something happens, instead of going to here, we need to create the new pathway here. Now, my suggestion on doing this, creating this new, is an affirmation prayer in the morning. That every day when you get up in the morning, that you start to create a new pathway of thinking by you declaring how you're going to think that day. I have an affirmation prayer I've been reading. I'm going to share. This is my personal one. I'm going to share just part of it because it's a little longer than this. I know, here it goes. I know I've been given the power to accomplish anything, and anything is possible in the future. And I am in the process of unfolding that possibility into the present. I am so well connected to the universe that it has placed a spiritual barrier around me, preventing anything negative from entering through it, which might weaken my connection to that universe. Everything that shows up in my life is there because it is intended to be there. So I am always in an attitude of gratitude. I feel thankful for everything, even things that might seem as obstacles. I know that setbacks are actually positioning me to have a breakthrough in my life. I am always living in a state of appreciation and gratitude. I am an open door that's never closed to possibility. This makes me totally receptive to the abundance that is always flowing. So now I want you to imagine if you wrote out for yourself some kind of affirmation prayer, so that way, instead of you thinking this way negative about whatever it is that you're thinking negative about, that you retrain your brain to have this be the new pathway on how you think about your life. Anyway, I hope this helped you have a wonderful day. And of course, don't forget to keep smiling.